The hiring process was, I think, pretty straightforward. We began to put a list together shortly after the end of the season. We ended up having probably 35 or so names. Did a lot of calls and checking and so forth, and actually whittled that number down to 6 that we felt we'd like to interview, and went through the interview process with those 6. To simplify things, I like to break the questions down into 2 categories, professional and personal. On the professional side, you'd like to see some experience, you'd like to see some credibility in that position, but we felt that the candidates had the right personal qualities, even if they didn't have the level of managerial experience that might be preferable, that those personal qualities would transfer to this new job and would ultimately sustain on the professional side. It's with great pleasure that I introduce Mickey Callaway as the next manager of the New York Mets. At the end of the 6 interviews, we felt that Mickey Callaway was the best choice, and we made every effort to get him signed. Well, the first question we asked him was, well, why do you think you're here? Because he'd never managed. He was a pitching coach, and traditionally pitching coaches are not selected as managers. Nobody in the interview group really knew Mickey, but we'd heard good things indirectly from a variety of sources. I think the response was that I know I don't have managerial experience. I have success, recent success in a different capacity, but that what's made me successful in that capacity, I think, can make me successful as a manager, and then it went from there.
Getting to know the players and being around a great coaching staff, a great set of players, and doing something special with a bunch of special people.
I think he's smart, I think he's curious, I think he's open-minded, I think he has some great ideas. On the emotional side, I think he's really passionate, tremendously energetic, personable. I think he'll make great connections with the players, with the fans.
We all know it. Without them, we don't get to enjoy this great game of baseball. I'm going to try to show that appreciation every single day and interact with as many of them as I possibly can.
From my standpoint, in reacting to all of that, I got excited. So if he had that impact on me, I felt that he'd probably have the same impact on a lot of other people. The fact that he's grown up in a more contemporary environment within the game with the advent of analytics over the last 10 years or so probably worked in his favor. Look, big data is with us, whether you're in professional sports or almost any other industry or endeavor. That was really important to us, that somebody who could not just take the information and use it, but also could help shape the kind of information that would be important at the field level. And that's where we have a lot of confidence that Mickey will be very successful.